to the class. I am your new science teacher and my name is Mrs. Jyoti. So before starting the class, I want to tell you about the immunity boosters. Immunity boosters are going to help you to fight with the coronavirus. So what kind of food you have to take? You have to take the citrus fruits which have vitamin C in them. Citrus fruits like oranges, lemon and all. And you can also take hot milk with turmeric. Eat lot of curd and whatever food you eat hot meal. Okay, it should be little hot and or else little warm. Avoid all the cool things like cool drinks, ice creams and other soft drinks. So whatever food is made in your home, try to eat only that. Avoid all the junk food. Now let us move on to the lesson. Lesson number 1, plants, preparing and storing food. So in this lesson, we are going to learn about plants, how do they prepare their food and how they are going to store their food. So I request you all to please be ready with your textbook. And in this lesson, we are going to learn about importance of plants and the shape of leaf. So in this lesson, we are going to learn, today's topic is importance of plants and what is the shape of a leaf and what are the different shapes and what are the main parts in the leaf. About that we are going to learn. So open page number 237 in your textbook. So lesson number 1, plants, preparing and storing the food. So in the first page you have a warm-up box where that is your homework. I am going to explain that for you in the end. Now turn the page, page number 238. Introduction. Green plants are one of the most diverse groups of life form on earth. They are full of green leaves. While leaves are green in color, the presence of a substance called chlorophyll makes a leaf appear green. Chlorophyll further helps green leaves to make food for the plant. Therefore, leaves are considered to be one of the main components of plants. When we look around ourselves, we find different plants having different shapes, size and colors of leaf. By looking at the leaves, we can easily identify to which plant they belong. Yes. So, wherever we see around us, we can see most of them are plants. And as soon as we see the plant, all the plants look in green in color. So why do they look green in color? Because in the leaves they have a pigment called as chlorophyll. Okay, they have a pigment called as chlorophyll. So because of this pigment, the leaves are going to look green in color. And these plants are very useful to us. Why? Because all the living things except plants, they are dependent on the plants only, because they are going to provide us food and they give us oxygen also, isn't it? So that's why plants are very important for us. And most of the plants look green in color because of the pigment called as chlorophyll. Now see here this leaf. This leaf is green in color. Okay, that means chlorophyll is present here. This is the front side of the leaf. Now when you turn the leaf, so which color it is? It is purple in color or violet in color, isn't it? That means this side the chlorophyll is absent. Now if you take this leaf, okay, the previous one which I showed, the leaf is very narrow and long. Whereas this leaf, it is very broad. And the color of that leaf and this leaf is also a little different. Both are green in color only, but the color little varies from that to this. Now if you see here, here also it is little yellow in color, isn't it? So this part also there is less chlorophyll. Otherwise chlorophyll may be absent. And the remaining dark green in color, here chlorophyll is present. And this part it is absent. Now if you see the leaves of each and every plant, one leaf will have very less leaves, whereas another plant will have so many leaves. And the leaf from one plant to the other plant also it changes. Like it may be the color or shape or size. Now if you see the difference between this leaf and this leaf. So two leaves are brought. See the shape of this and see the shape of this plant leaf. So both are different and the color is also different, isn't it? And when I touch this, it is so hard, and when I touch this leaf, it is so soft. Okay, soft, and this is very weak and this is very strong. Like this, leaves of the plants are going to be different from one to the other. In the same way, if you look at your friends also, you and your friends will not look similar. You and your parents or some other people also, they do not look similar. There are so many changes in you. It may be the size or shape or color or the features of your face. Like one person is different from the other person. In the same way, one type of plant is different from the another type of plant. Now here, this is the leaf of a coconut plant and this is the leaf of a neem plant. All the coconut plant leaves will be same and all the neem plant leaves will be same. It has different features and this is going to have different features. So now in the textbook he has given different leaves for you. The first one is neem and the second one is pine. Then next comes the croton. Then coconut. The next one is peepal. And the last one is gulmohar. So if you look into the textbook also, it is all the leaves which they are showing are of different shape and color. Now here I am also going to show you some leaves. Just see once. This is coconut plant leaf. Okay. Now just see this. So this is also a little broad and narrow. And this is neem leaf, and if you look at the edges of the leaf, like little bit designed it is there, isn't it? Then here if you see, the leaf of this plant are round in shape. So this plant is having round shaped leaves. Now if you see at the edges, it's little white in color. Do you see? That means at the edges chlorophyll is absent, and wherever green colored part is there, at that place you can see chlorophyll. That means chlorophyll pigment is present. Then this one. So this looks like a flower, isn't it? Yes, this. Can you see the difference between this leaf and this leaf? Yes. Here, see these leaves, how long they are. Isn't it? Long and little bit broad also. This is the front side of the leaf and this is the back side of the leaf. Okay. And see this leaf. Very big, isn't it? The leaf is very long and broad. So this will be the front side of the leaf and this will be the back side of the leaf. Now let's move on to the next part, that is parts of a leaf. So we are going to learn about parts of leaf. So here they have given the parts of leaf, leaf blade or lamina. Here it is. Leaf blade or lamina. Then apex. Here is apex. Okay, the tip. This is the tip of the leaf. We call it as apex. Then petiole. Here is the petiole. We call this part as the petiole. That means a small like stick it will be, that we call it as petiole. Then midrib, and the other name for midrib is main vein. Here is the midrib, the main line, a big line in between the leaf. We call it as midrib or also we call it as main vein. Then the next one is side veins. Okay, so here side veins. The lines which come from the main vein are called as side veins. Midrib will be only one, the big line which you can see, whereas side veins are so many, isn't it? Then getting deeper into the parts of leaf, observe the leaf of a peepal tree or a banyan tree closely. We can clearly see the above mentioned parts of a leaf. The flat part of the leaf is called the leaf blade or lamina. The tip of the leaf is called as the apex. The stalk that connects the leaf to the stem of a plant is called the petiole. Running through the middle of a leaf is called the midrib or main vein. Each leaf has one midrib and many side veins. Veins perform the transportation of minerals, water and prepare food to and from the leaf. The underside of a leaf contains numerous bean-shaped tiny pores that cannot be seen with the naked eye. These are called as stomata, and the singular form of stomata is stoma. So stomata is plural form and stoma is singular form. The stomata controls gaseous exchange of carbon dioxide and oxygen in the leaves. Now, I brought a broad leaf for you. So this is the front side and this is the back side. So back side, if you observe, you can see very clearly. Now, this part, okay, the small like stick it is there, no? This we call it as petiole. What do we call this as? It is called as petiole. So this is the one which is going to attach the leaf, entire leaf to the stem. Okay, petiole is going to attach the entire leaf to the stem. Now if you see this broad green color part, okay, this broad green colored part is called as leaf blade. What it is called? Leaf blade. And this is the tip. Okay, this is the tip of the leaf. And this tip we call it as apex. Okay, this tip we call it as apex. Now if you see, look at the leaf, here in between there is a big line, isn't it? Only one single line will be there, and this is called as midrib. What it is called? Midrib. And the other name for midrib is main vein. Okay, this is the main vein, or also we call it as midrib, and this will be only one. And from this main vein, there are many side veins. Can you see? These are all side veins. And from that side veins also, again little bit small side veins will be there. Okay, and midrib will be only one, whereas side veins will be more. Okay, this is the main vein and these are the side veins. The other name for main vein is midrib, and the other name for leaf blade is lamina. It is called as lamina, leaf blade or else lamina, and this is called as the petiole. Opposite to petiole, here is the apex. Okay, this tip we call it as apex. So, what is the use of this main vein and this side veins? So, whatever food the leaf is going to prepare or whatever air it's going to take in, it's going to breathe the carbon dioxide, isn't it? So, the carbon dioxide and water supply, everything is going to be exchanged from this main vein and side veins. Whatever food you eat, it enters into the stomach, isn't it? And from the stomach it goes into other parts of the body through the veins, isn't it? Now in the same way, here also in the leaf, the plant is going to absorb water and it's going to breathe the carbon dioxide inside, isn't it? So with the help of all these things, they prepare their food. So all that parts enter into each and every side of the leaf blade through the main vein and the side veins. And if you observe the leaf, to the lower side of the leaf, this is the upper side and this is the lower side. Otherwise we can call it as front side and back side also. Now if you see this leaf to the lower side, you can see bean shaped. What is bean shaped? kidney. And beans also you might have observed, isn't it? Yes. Now if you see the lower side of the leaf, but not to the all leaves, only for few leaves you can see the stomata. This bean shaped structure is nothing but it is stomata. So to the lower side you can see bean shaped structures where we call it as stomata. And the singular form of stomata is, it is stoma. So what is the use of this stomata? Through this stomata they are going to exchange the gases. That means they are going to send in carbon dioxide, and the plant is going to take in carbon dioxide and it is going to give out oxygen. Okay, so the plant is going to breathe in carbon dioxide and it is going to breathe out oxygen. So how it's going to breathe? It's going to breathe through this stomata. So where is this stomata present? It is present on the lower side of the leaf. So once again let me tell you about the whole lesson. In this lesson we are going to learn about plants preparing and storing food. So the importance of plants we have learned. They are going to provide us food and they are going to give us air to breathe. They are going to give us oxygen. Now in this lesson we have already learned that plants have a pigment called as chlorophyll, and that is why they look green in color, isn't it? So they have chlorophyll, that's why they look green in color. And I showed you one example also, like this plant. It's green in color to the front side and back side it is purple in color. So back side chlorophyll is absent. And we have studied about the parts of leaf. So this is the part of leaf. So here is the petiole, and opposite to petiole here is the apex, and this is called as the stalk. And the main broad part we call it as leaf blade or lamina. We call it as leaf blade or lamina. And this part, the main one, we call it as the main vein, and it will be only one. And from this main vein, so many side veins are going to come. Side veins will be so many. So the use of this main vein and side veins is they are going to transport the food material from the leaf to the different parts of the plant, or else they are going to transport the air or water, whatever it may be. Now how does the plant breathe? Through the stomata, and the stomata are in the shape of bean shape. Okay, where are the stomata present? They are present in the lower side of the leaf, and plants are going to breathe in carbon dioxide and breathe out oxygen. I hope you all understood the lesson. Now as I already told you, the homework is from page number 237. You have to write down this warm-up box. So this complete box you have to do it. So from page number 237 you have to do the warm-up box. Hope you all understood the lesson, you enjoyed. Please observe the different kinds of leaves in the surroundings of your home. We'll meet in the next session. Thank you.